Elton John is preparing for a White House concert set to perform this Friday. The concert will take place on the South Lawn. The event is called, quote, "A Night When Hope and History Rhyme," end quote, a reference to a poem by Seamus Heaney that President Joe Biden often quotes. The South Lawn performance is being organized with A+E Networks and the History Channel. According to the White House, the audience will include teachers, nurses, students, gay rights advocates, and others. Elton John had previously performed at the White House in 1998 during the Clinton administration. He declined an invitation, however, to play at the 2017 inauguration of Donald Trump. As per the information given the White House, Tiny Dancer and Crocodile Rock hitmakers will headline an event where President Biden and First Lady Jill Biden will also speak. The event aims to celebrate the unifying and healing power of music, commend the life and work of Sir Elton John, and honor the everyday history makers in the audience, including teachers, nurses, frontline workers, mental health advocates, students, LGBTQ+ advocates, and more. Quote, Biden has a soft space for John, which can be understood from Biden's 2017 memoir named Promise Me, Dad, A Year of Hope, Hardship, and Purpose, end quote. In the memoir, he mentions singing Elton John's Crocodile Rock to his late son, Beau, as a child, and then again years later when he was dying from cancer.
Oh.
I find this story very intriguing. Being a pop and classically trained musician myself, and a music director, I've always admired the music of Elton John. And his music, 50 years later, from the 70s even, still remains iconic. Mm-hmm. He's proven himself as a human being and as a humanitarian, and through his tenacity and his dignity. I've had the privilege in my life to witness the man and the musician that had to hide his life and sexuality in order to not be crushed, with no regard to his quality as a man or as a musician. I find it personally awesome to know that when I was young and understanding myself and already in my own fear, that I was also hearing derogatory comments about Elton John, like that queen, filthy queer, or faggot. It's beautiful to see that progress, that this man, this legend, is now playing on the South Lawn and being lifted up.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. I'll go one better. Okay, I couple years back, I'm from Philly. Philly. No one likes me. I don't care.
We love you, Bob.
No, but I remember making the comment years ago when the Eagles were doing their parade, and every time a sports team wins, these alleged alpha males, they go and beat their chests, and they're singing a song made popular by a band fronted by a gay man, and the band was called Queen. Hello.
Right.
Hello.
Right.
Yeah. Elton's always been, or at least maybe not always, he's obviously struggled with alcohol and drugs and identity through the 70s and 80s, but he has been such an advocate for our community, for decades since. He was knighted by the late, great Queen Elizabeth II. He has created the Elton John Foundation, which, in addition to throwing a fabulous Oscar party every year, also has donated millions to HIV and AIDS care and research through the years. So I'm going to go around the table now and ask you for each one of you for your favorite Elton John songs, and I'll begin with you.
I would say I'm Still Standing because it's positive and uplifting.
Yeah. Wow.
I have a little bit of a soft spot for, when he sang at Diana's funeral, Goodbye English.
Candle in the Wind?
Candle in the Wind, thank you.
That was Goodbye English Rose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah.
No.
Okay. All right.
Definitely Saturday. Saturday night's
yeah.
all right.
Which is why they're having the concert on a Friday, because there could be fights that break out if they had it later in the weekend. Francesca?
I like Rocket Man.
Yeah, Rocket Man's good.
And I like
the
the newer
70s
versions
stuff.
of it.
Yeah.
Well, I like the newer versions that he's doing with Dua Lipa, and I like. I don't know. I like all of his stuff. He's iconic.
No, he absolutely is.
He coined the word iconic, right?
Yeah.
And my favorite Elton John song is Skyline Pigeon. He sang that at Ryan White's funeral back in 1990. It was in Indianapolis, which was my hometown. I was a senior in high school. I was Ryan's age. And the compassion that he came in and showed. He didn't just show up to sing at the funeral. He was with Ryan and his incredible mom, Jeannie, for years when Ryan was treated terribly. And he was at the hospital visiting Ryan in the days before he died. And then he sang an amazingly emotional version of Skyline Pigeon. It's not one of the ones that most people recognize him for, but if you get a chance, please go listen to it. The words touch you no matter what stage of life you're in.
LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ plus community.